Well, not to be provocative, but I think agency is an illusion. Like in manufacturing, we want automation, we want guarantees. And so what I think is exciting about generative AI is it introduces a whole new sets of data that you can do things with. So Vasta, I loved your scheduler and your dispatcher and like spreadsheets. And one of the things that we bring in is literally the HMI is now data that the generative AI can actually look at as an image, and it can understand the buttons and the graphs and the curve of the graph. So these are data sources that were never possible. And right now it feels like agency, but that's kind of sometimes an excuse to be like, we can't tune the generative AI to be super accurate. And I think it's going to become like far more accurate and predictable over time. Statistics isn't guaranteed. You have a distribution. Is your prediction exactly right? So there's a physical understanding of that. But provocative side putting over to the side, I think the key is using generative AI in the mix. The hype is if people think if you just use ChatGPT, everything's better. And probably Vestal, I would both agree, like I often think of it like an iceberg. The majority of the work is not generative AI. It's structuring data and making everything ready to make it work. But the generative AI in the mix is unlocking totally new use cases that are persona driven, that are really powerful.